has a full library available for your reading pleasure.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What the hell? Yeah, not too sure why the stream just minimized by itself there. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I haven't done a live stream in a while, just been really busy. And I thought this would be an interesting game to live stream because it's new, it's fresh, and it's just kind of one of those games you can just mess around. There is storyline, but it's not so much that you have to make it a priority. You can kind of just have a bit of fun. So I thought I'd just do a bit of live streaming, talk to you guys for a bit, and show off the game really. So playing at 3840 by 2160, everything is maxed out. I've disabled chromatic aberration. I know some of you guys hate that. Resolution scale's off as well. We want to be playing at 100% native of the resolution selected, which of course is 4K. Resolution, so obviously got unlimited frame cap, and I've actually gone from TAA and FXAA to TAA alone. Reason being, FXAA kind of makes things a little bit, we'll say blurry. TAA on its own is probably the best solution. I know some of you guys are thinking it's 4K, why do you need AA? Believe it or not, 4K, depending on the game, is not enough to smooth out all jaggy, so it's always best to have some kind of anti-aliasing solution if you can afford it performance-wise. So, Rage 2, original Rage came out in 2011, and it's 2019, and they came out with a sequel, so it's taken a very long time. I put a video out earlier today, and a lot of you guys, some of you guys like it, a lot of you guys saying it's boring, it doesn't look great. Well, for me it just looks okay. I don't think it's anything particularly special, but I've been enjoying the game so far. It's just one of those kind of carefree games you can just run around, make havoc, and just engage in some storyline if you want to, so it's just kind of do your own thing. Okay, so just want to make you guys aware I'm monitoring the live chat, so get involved so I can see Ivan Semperi, I believe it's pronounced, says hi. Tech with Sean says, I heard they took out the Nova DRM. Yeah, I heard they removed it from the Steam version, and obviously I've got the Bethesda version, so I got like the non-DRM version anyway, so I definitely haven't got the Nova running. And I can also see Miscreant says the graphics look amazing. I agree. Hopefully the stream is good for you guys. I haven't really done a test, so if the mic is too loud or you can't hear me or the picture quality is not great, just let me know and I'll try and do some kind of adjustment, but hopefully everything's coming through loud and clear.
I'm checking into the clinic. Wait for me. Partial integrity restored.
So for me, I like the game anyway. I think it's okay. So what I'm doing now is just quite a lot of side quests. I'm just going around doing bounty hunts and things like that. So when you go into villages, not villages, but when you go into, like, let's just call it settlements, because it is a post-apocalyptic scene, you'll have job boards and you can kind of like get the jobs and make money, and obviously that goes a long way towards upgrading your equipment and progressing as a character. So there's a lot of character development to go down, and that's what I'm interested in at the moment. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the map. There's a bounty I've got to do here, so I'm going to track this location and try and get this done. Tech with Sean says this looks better than Borderlands 3 to me. Both have that kind of Mad Max vibe. Yeah, for me this has got that kind of Mad Max vibe, and a little more futuristic. Mad Max is a bit, I'd say, more present day. This is a lot more futuristic, of course, so it's like a futuristic Mad Max, to sum it up, and it's a decent game. I don't know why it's getting so much hate. Realistically, it's not a bad game in my opinion. Okay, so I gotta go and take out some guys now. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Experience says, sup dude, do you think worth to jump from 280 Ti for do you think it's worth to jump from a 2080 Ti from a 1080 Ti for 1080p? Honestly, dude, I don't think it's worth doing that. I would stay with the 1080 Ti's at 1080p. You got more than enough GPU power. But listen, if you really want it, get it. Don't let anyone tell you
I've got
what
a
to do.
visual
But
on some kind of habitat or gigantic lair.
Big, huh? There's supposed to be a few rogue muty giants around that area. I hear they nest up like that.
sorry guys, I will try to be quiet when the characters are speaking. So as I was saying to Experience, if you really want the car, go ahead and get it. But if you want my honest opinion, if you're paying at 1080p, it really isn't necessary. Especially if you got two GTX 1080. If you got a 1080 Ti, you should be fine, to be honest. Okay. Let's see what's down here. So I'm just gonna take things slow, try and loot this place as best as possible. So many comments. I got didn't do nothing. I always laugh when I read that. Didn't do nothing says, what's up, brother? I'm good, man. Root B says 2080 Ti 1440p way better experience. Yeah, okay, mate, that's fine. To each their own. Tech with Sean says not for 1080p unless it's 240 Hz. I jumped from 2080 Ti, but I'm running 1440p 144 Hz, which is fine. Icefire says 244 Hz needs a 9900K at least. Yeah, or like a 7700K overclocked, just, or even an 8700K should be fine as well. So I'll try to get to your comments as much as I can, but of course I need to try and play the game as well, just to make it entertaining. So I was gonna kill all of these weird goons. Oh, this guy came out of nowhere. So the RTX 2080 Ti, I know mine is overclocked, but it does perform very, very well. Even at 4K, I'm doing pretty much 60 frames per second average, which is my target. So I'm very, very happy with the performance. The game does look, in my opinion, good. I've got no qualms with the art direction that the developers went with. So I really can't understand all the flack that this game is getting, but again, it's all about opinions, and you know, that's just the way it is. Experience says, actually let's read someone else's comment. Donkey42 Funk 23 says hello. Also says, should I upgrade from 1070 to 2080? Yeah, that's not a bad upgrade. It's not a bad upgrade at all. Ivan Semperi says, how much did your PC cost? PC games. How much it costs your PC gaming? My PC goes for about 3,000 UK Great British Pounds, around about that price. So quite expensive. I didn't intend to spend that much, but once you start gaming on PC, your needs grow. And then you just start building. The beauty of PC gaming is you don't need to be stuck in this box like consoles. You can kind of just take it as far as you want. And you know, I work hard, I work a full-time job, so I do have the money to kind of buy some of the top hardware if I really want to. So I've decided to invest in a PC that can give me a good 4K gaming experience. So hence the RTX 2080 Ti. The i9 9900K was mainly to make sure that the RTX 2080 Ti isn't bottlenecked, and also because I render so many videos, the 8 cores and the 16 threads is a welcome addition to the computer, as well as the 32 gigabytes of RAM I've got. So I've built myself a well-balanced, non-compromised gaming and editing PC. And I'm very, very proud of it. Trying to read the comments here. So Tech with Sean says, looks like it plays fast like Doom. Do you have to manage the ammo, or is it plentiful? The ammo is, I wouldn't say it's plentiful, but you do have a lot of opportunities to restock. So it's not so much of a scavenger game like a game like, for example, Metro or a Resident Evil type kind of. You know, when ammo is scarce and you have to be very, very careful and selective of when you want to shoot. This game, you do have plenty of opportunities to restock, but at the same time, you can find yourself in situations where you need to be a bit mindful of how much ammo you have. So I'm kind of taking this mission. Now I don't know how long or how far I'll be down here, so I may run out of ammo, so it's just one of those things you have to be mindful and kind of take it as it goes. Warzu says, is 16GB 3000 MHz RAM enough for a... I can't see the rest of that comment, sorry about that, but I would say 16GB at 3000 MHz is decent. I would say 3200 MHz is where you want to be, and anything above that, if you've got the luxury of spending on it, then go ahead, but it's not essential. There's plenty of good videos that show you just how much performance you gain from having fast RAM. You benefit most by playing at high resolution, high refresh rate monitors at low resolutions need fast RAM, because you just get more performance. But if you're playing at a high resolution like 4K like me, high speed RAM really isn't essential. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. Wazoo says 16GB 3000 MHz RAM enough for strict 2080 and 9900K. Honestly, it all depends on the resolution you're playing. If you're playing at 1440p, then no. If you're playing at 3440 by 1440 ultra wide, it'd probably be okay. But anything below ultra wide, I would say try to get some faster RAM. 3200 MHz really is the kind of minimum you want to be having if you got a if you got an RTX 2080 Ti and an i9 9900K, in my opinion. Okay, so we got some massive boss here. I'm just gonna try my best not to die here, so I'm just gonna go for the head. This one is huge. Whoa. It's a bit of a small space to fight a boss, isn't it? I didn't time that right. To heal up. It's just kicking debris at me. I'm trying to get these barrels to explode on it, but it keeps moving out of the way. Sorry guys, I will get to your comments as soon as I can. I just gotta try and survive as well. Let's go and get this health back. Man, I don't even know what it threw at me there. Okay. Keep shooting it in his face. Oh, this thing is strong. Oh wow. I've got no more health. No more health fusion, so I'm gonna die. Damn it, this is not good. Yeah, this is not good. I don't think I'm gonna survive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight this thing again. I don't see how I can beat this with just a gun on my own, to be honest. But let's try this again. Donkey42 Funky 23 says, do you know why Nvidia released 2080 Ti so early? Normally we wait longer. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Nvidia released the Ti variant of their next generation cards so early. It's because, let's be honest, the RTX 2080 doesn't really provide too much of a performance increase over the GTX 1080 Ti. So they were kind of forced to bring out the RTX 2080 Ti just to appeal to more buyers. Not only that, I believe because they were trying to show off ray tracing, the RTX 2080, they wanted to show it off in its best light, so they probably wanted a more powerful GPU to show it off because it's so demanding. I do not know how to kill this thing because it doesn't seem to hurt it at all. This thing is just crazy. Just throw grenades at it. can't even dodge its attacks, that's what the problem is. Need to learn how to dodge its attacks better. Oh, I actually killed it. Iceflower says you missed one ability that could come in handy. Yeah, you know what? I forgot all about my dash ability, so now that I've used it,
That giant Abaddon
that was useful.
mutant is down.
Well done, Giant Slayer. Those things are a bane on these lands.
Alright, so I killed it. Donkey 42. I'm just gonna call you Donkey 42 because your username's just too long. It says back then in Pascal generation 1080 was stronger than 980 Ti. Of course, it was definitely stronger. I'd say anything between 20 and 25% stronger. Yeah, definitely stronger. I upgraded from a 980 Ti to a 1080 myself. Alright, let's get out of here. KK says, what software do you use for recording gameplay? I use Nvidia Shadowplay with my RTX 2080 Ti. When I'm using the Radeon 7, I use AMD Relive. So both softwares are exclusive to the manufacturer of the GPU. So you can't use Relive if you don't have an AMD GPU, and you can't use Nvidia Shadowplay if you don't have an Nvidia GPU. So that's just the way it is. But they're very, very good softwares. They allow you to stream and record gameplay, take screenshots. It pretty much does everything. Anything you want to do to capture gameplay, highlights and things like that, they both do that in their own way. So right now I'm streaming with Nvidia GeForce Experience. I just find that it's quite simple. Of course, something like OBS needs a little bit more tweaking.
I know it's a big old wasteland out there, but you haven't forgotten about John Marshall, right?
Okay, so as I said, anytime the characters talk, I will try and be quiet so you don't miss the storyline. But yeah, I mean, Nvidia GeForce Experience for streaming for me is just simple. OBS is obviously a lot better, but it just takes a bit more work. And I like things simple sometimes. James Egan says, what power limit is your 2080 Ti on? 128%, 127% I believe. I'm using the Galax 380 watt BIOS. For me, I think this BIOS provides the most stability at high resolution, so your core clock doesn't fluctuate as much, but it does generate quite a lot of heat, so you gotta have the cooling. I'm using the Kraken, the NZXT Kraken G10 bracket with the Corsair H110 280mm all-in-one cooler with some Noctua fans in push-pull, and they do a great job. As you can see, 49 degrees Celsius at 2100 MHz at 4K. That's nothing to be sniffed at. Okay, let's move on to another objective. I just want to see what I've got close around me that I need to do. So there's a Canyon Covert arc, here's a cryogenic, so there's an arc here, so let's go over there and see what's there. So I need to kind of look more into the lure of the Rage series. As far as I remember, because I did complete the original Rage back in the day on my I think I had like a 7970 back then or something like that. I can't even remember what graphics card I had, but I did complete it. I did really enjoy it too. And this guy is fully armored, I can barely kill him. Yeah, so I think it's... I don't even think this is Earth, to be honest. I think the Ark sent humans to another planet to settle. I don't believe this is Earth, if I can correctly remember. This might be a different planet entirely. Anyway guys, I will try to get to your comments as much as I can, so if you are in the chat guys, hit the like button. This helps with the visibility of the stream. Appreciate it greatly. Also, don't be shy, get involved in the chat. I'll always shout you guys out as well if I see your comments. Man, this place is far away. One thing I like about the Rage game, I heard somewhere it doesn't have any loading screens. It's just this massive open world map.
Reacting to some signal close by. It's Arctech, right?
Yep, it's designed to pick these old signals up. It could be an old arc. If it's untampered with, it might still have weapons and gear inside. You should really check it out.
It's kicking off over here.
Hey Lily, I'm eyeballing one sketchy looking place.
Yeah, things ain't Vineland safe no more. Go in prepared, Walker.
Yeah, I should probably give an epilepsy warning. If you do suffer from epilepsy, this is probably not the game for you to be watching. Loads of flashing lights. Damn, I'm losing health here. There's a lot of guys here, so I'm getting overwhelmed. Get some ammo. Oh man, I got shot in my back. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know what's going on here. It's like there's a war between two camps or something. I'm like caught in the middle. All of these guys are armored up though, so they're a bit more, they got a bit more endurance than the normal thugs that you come across. These guys have got some serious armor. Collect all of this stuff. You need this stuff to upgrade your weapons and stuff, so anytime you see this Feltrite stuff, you've got to collect it because it's kind of like a rare resource. Yeah, but there's some weird war going on here and I'm just kind of in the middle of it.
Security scanning not available. Nearby hostiles detected.
I don't know what these little orb things are, but they're annoying as hell. Man, that hurt. Oh god. Took my health out. This guy tried to do like some kind of Superman punch or something. Took him down. I got on overdrive now. Let's see if we can jump up. Oh, come on, man. What the hell killed me? Experience says bang for buck. The Shrouded are way too tougher. Yeah, they are really strong. I still believe I've got the skill to kill these guys. I just got to be careful. So I'm just going to take up a good position up here. I'm quite a low level ranger as well, so maybe I'm biting off a bit more than I should chew at the moment. But I'm going to give it the best as I can get. And I'll just try and keep a better eye on my health. Oh damn. Almost killed myself there. I'll get to your comments guys as soon as I can. I just want to try and survive this time. I've died twice already.
detected.
Come on. Man, and their guns are strong as well. This guy with a shotgun almost killed me. So I'm going to try and keep my distance.
Security
But some of these guys are very, very strong.
Nearby hostiles detected.
And it takes a lot to get their armor off.
Security scanning not available. Nearby hostiles detected.
How many bullets it took us to kill that one guy. So as you can see, I'm up against it. We'll try and find some cover. You got like these floating orbs that are shooting at you randomly as well, so
Not available. Nearby
doing a lot better this time though. It's another one down. Okay, looking good so far.
security scanning not available. Nearby hostiles detected. All nearby hostiles is passed.
Alright, finally took everyone down. Let's refill the ammo. Read some of your comments now. Ace Flame says, I'm on the 1080 Ti and it does perfect, fine at 4040p, so I'll just wait it out, I guess. Ace Flame says, I want to get a 2080 Ti, but I guess I'll wait for the 3080 Ti. I heard they're going to make a Turing refresh. So right now, the RTX 2080 Ti launches with a memory speed of 14 gigabytes per second, GDDR6, but I heard they're going to make one that launches with 1600 or 16 gigabytes per second, so a full 2 gigabits per second increase in speed, which could make quite a difference in performance. So that'll be interesting to see, and let's see if it's worth paying the extra money for it.
You have successfully installed ID accession Defibrillation. The Defibrillation accession is integrated into your Ranger suit. In the event of lethal damage during combat, it will give you a chance to defibrillate your own heart, allowing you to fight on.
That's a good ability. I'm very happy that I've got that, so at least gives me a chance of surviving.
Subjects, this will hurt.
So how do I do this now? Oh, it's like a quick time event.
Try again.
What do you mean? Oh, you have to hold them together or something.
You must try again.
Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Revive yourself 2 times using the Defibrillation. Maybe you have to wait for everything to show up first. Oh, you gotta wait for the perfect time to do it? Okay, so I should get it right this time.
Once more.
Okay, so I kind of got it right, but the W and the A kind of highlight at different times, so you kind of got to get the right one first. So yeah, I did it right this time.
Simulation has been completed. Goodbye.
Oh, so Iceflower was referring to this ability. Okay, well, it's a good ability now. I'm glad I've got it, so it should allow me to fight on at least if I die unsuspectingly. Usually when you get a new ability, you get loads of guys trying to kill you as well, so there's probably loads of goons waiting outside for me. So let's get ready to fight. Yep, more guys have come back now. While in the wasteland, you can focus, hold control to locate undiscovered arcs, look to the horizon and follow the nanotrite beams given off by the arcs to locate them. Arcs contain new nanotrite abilities and weapons. Okay, so I understand that. I never knew what they were before, but now I know what those massive beams, those massive beacons in the air once you focus are. Get this guy. It's 2 down. Man, these guys are tough. Another one down. I think there's a few more around here somewhere. Let's just take them out. Just want to make sure I've scavenged everything before I leave here. A little bit of ammo here and that's it. Okay, let's get the hell out of here now. Let's try and find another objective. See what I got on the map around here. So I should probably do a little bit of storyline just to keep things a little bit interesting. So let's go to this place and do a little bit of the main story. Juan Poland says 1080 Ti still rock, best price for used ones. Yep, that's a good used GPU. The 1080 Ti, definitely recommend it. I'm trying to find my car. I don't know where it is. It's over here somewhere. Here it is.
Systems activating.
Let's get out of here. Well, yeah, so far the game has played pretty well for me. Even at 4K, it's been a relatively smooth experience. Yes, of course, there are times I dip below 60 FPS like now, but in general, it still doesn't ruin the experience for me. I really need to upgrade this. You can get loads of different vehicles in the game, so this is like the first vehicle you get. The further you progress, you can make this pretty of effective weapon out here in the wasteland, but you don't have to spend all your upgrade points on this. There's other vehicles you can unlock later on in the game. Bloodbath. Faithful says, what a boring game. It's the only game I'm playing today, so if this isn't entertaining to you, probably should find something else to do with your time.
Destination reached.
Right, yeah.
Hey, you look tough enough. You interested in some wet work? You know, knock some heads, shoot some 200 muties into paste.
Not looking for a job. I'm here to see John Marshall.
Yeah, as it happens, he's the one looking for a skilled trigger puller. We got muty problems in gun barrels, see? And we can't do shit until we've fucking rectified that.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Where do I find him?
He's in the Dud Primer Tavern. Always in the Dud Primer. Can't miss him. Old, scarred, mean, robo-peg, robo-peeper. Half spares, half guy, you know.
Heading there now.
Oh, whatever that false little greed about tells you, don't try
Okay.
the slime vocal chimichanga. Unless you want to puke your guts out of the door.
We're literally knee-deep in shit. And a ranger waltzes in after ignoring us for years. This dude.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm Zam Wilco, and I run the gun barrel militia so Marshall don't have to. Listen, I'm not complaining if the high and mighty rangers want to get their hands dirty. I have an urgent situation up north. The Yeoman farm has been overrun by raiders. Bad, since they're a pretty big local food supplier. All my people are needed here in case the muties make another push. So can you help?
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Okay, yeah, loads of side quests to do if you speak to just some of the residents in this settlement. So let's get to the comments now. Donkey42 says, why don't you make benchmarks of Plague, Tale, Innocence, or stream it? Looks stunning. Yeah, I'll get to that one eventually. I've been at work all day and literally this game came out yesterday, so I tried to take it one thing at a time. I will do it eventually though at some point. Experience says, by the way, do you prefer high resolutions over high refresh rate, I'm guessing. I did actually own a 144Hz 1440 monitor back in the day,
Well, hey.
and it just didn't really do anything for me, to be honest.
Well, hey there. Welcome back to Punch.
Don't need anything from this guy. I actually prefer just the higher resolution than the higher refresh rate. For me, it's just I can see the quality much. I'm gonna appreciate the quality of the image a bit more than the smoothness of the refresh rate. So when the 144Hz 4K monitors become more affordable, I'll probably get one myself, and then I'll have the best of both worlds. Alright, let's go and talk to this guy. See what he says. I think it's in this place.
Hey, Cutter! Hey! Looking good.
It's down here. Let's find the way down.
Now I'm telling you, that's bad intel, Gulo.
Gimme just need a tiny gulp, Marsh.
No, you don't get true swill if you don't give true talk.
I speak the day's true, Marsh. Violence destroyed.
Yeah, right. Blown right to shit by mega bad tech mutants. I ain't biting, Gulo. You're just looking for a free fix to swill here.
Vineland is gone.
See? I was talking true.
Don't glug it all at once. Ranger, huh? Oh, I haven't seen a Ranger here in a long time.
John Marshall, legendary resistance fighter, war hero. We grew up on stories about this guy. I gotta admit, I was expecting something more impressive.
Seems impossible. Vineland's defenses were impenetrable.
So we all thought. We weren't ready for them. We weren't ready for the authority.
They're back then. I'm guessing you'll hear about the Dagger Project. Problem is, we're under a whole different kind of siege here. Muties. They're clogging up our power turbine in the sewers. Now, if someone was to take care of that...
If that's what it takes to get Dagger online, show me what to kill and where.
You catch on fast. I sent down every rent-a-killer who walked in here, but they all end up dead.
It won't take long.
Okay, so as soon as I come in, he's pretty much just sent me out on a mission, but that's fine. Let's go and find these sewers and get the job done, shall we? A lot of comments here to get through, but you guys seem to be talking amongst yourselves for the most part. Wizani Maluke says 8700K versus 9900K should be similar because most games use about 2 cores at high refresh rate, at high hertz. Possibly. There isn't really much of a gaming difference between the 8700K and the 9900K. However,
stock up at the market before venturing into those sewers, Ranger. You get that power back for me, and Dagger's back on track.
However, the minimums with the 9900K have improved over the 8700K, and that's just due to the additional cores, I would suspect. So there is slight advantages in gaming, but it comes very far and few in between. So if you're gonna upgrade over the 8700K for purely gaming reasons, it's something you seriously want to consider because you're not going to see too much of a difference. For editing and other high load work for your PC, for like I don't know, rendering and
Back for more stuff.
other stuff that use loads of cores, then compression, then yeah, you'll definitely see an increase straight away. Let's see, what do I need? Not so much ammo, but health. Already earned them enough, so really I don't really need to stock up on anything. I'm okay.
Marshall sent you, huh? Third one this week. Let's hope you got something they didn't.
Okay. So how do I get to this button? Okay, they just let me in.
There's There's an underground stream down in these old sewers. We hooked it up to a turbine generator. Makes us completely independent. As in, we got our own power supply. We don't have to buy no feltrite from greedy traders fixing the market and playing dirty. Mother Nature provides.
And how's that working out for you?
Well, apart from the occasional wrench in the works, like, say a mutie infestation clogging up the turbine, we're good. We got our own juice. Plus, there's always a gun for hire to do the jobs if things go south. Hell no. You're a ranger. That's a whole different enchilada. Whole lot spicier and meatier.
Just making sure, Marshall. Just making sure.
Okay, Alex says, hello, first time seeing you streaming. Just want to say thank you for your videos. I do appreciate the support. Thanks for watching and tuning in. Risani Maluke says, agreed. Gang for Park. Okay. Tech with Sean says, Asus monitors are great. I use the PG279Q. Sounds expensive. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the game now. Try to get to as many comments as I can while I'm doing so. So just be a bit patient with me. Daywood and Sard says, hello. Can you tell me, is this good budget PC? Core i3 8th Gen, 8GB RAM with GTX 1054GB. Honestly, Daywood and Sard, the 1050, GTX 1050 alone is going to limit your gaming options quite significantly. For instance, you're going to be limited to 1080p, which isn't a bad thing. However, you're going to have to tweak a lot of settings. So I would aim for something with a bit more power, but that's just me. Maybe I'm just used to high-end hardware, but honestly, I wouldn't get anything below a GTX 1060 6GB or an RX 580 8GB. That's, for me, 1080p can't go below that for good gaming experience. That's just my opinion on that one. There's a lot of dead people down here. So just got to keep our eyes peeled. Probably an ambush waiting.
Hey, Marshall, did you know there's an Ark down here? Just sitting there.
Oh yeah. Maybe you got the nanotrite config it takes. See if you can't get it to open sesame for you.
Please approach for security scanning. Security scanning complete. Welcome to ARC 402A.
Another Arc, so more power for me.
It's an Arc-Tech shotgun. Oh man, I've seen these in old holologs.
Awesome, I got a shotgun now. Finally another gun.
That is the combat shotgun, an unstoppable force at close range, with the potential to knock enemies back.
Left mouse button to fire the powerful blast at enemies within short range. Okay, let's see how it does.
Good work.
Boom. Man, that felt so satisfying.
In
What else could
precision
it do?
aim, the shell's lead are melted into a single solid slug, with great knockback capabilities.
Ellie says, hey, what's your work? It's not a secret, of course. I try to keep things a little personal, so let's just say my job isn't special, but it pays enough for me to treat myself. Let's just say that.
Good.
Boom.
Sequence completed. Use the combat shotgun's overdrive against the simulated enemies.
Okay. Quick time clean house.
Your training is complete. Ending simulation.
Okay, that's all done, so now I can get back to the mission.
Ah, the old corridor sweeper, eh? You got lucky. Not many of those still around, and only you can use it. It's hardwired to your nanotrite signature.
Alright. Come on then, you suckers. It's been a good test for my shotgun. Finally nice to have an alternative weapon. That kind of assault rifle was kind of getting a bit repetitive and boring. Experience says more like, do you have a wife or a girlfriend? No, I'm not married. Girlfriends, 1 or 2. What can I say? Gotta enjoy your life before you settle down and get serious. These freaks, I need to reload my weapon. Shoot their legs off. It's a good strategy. They would, and Saad says, is there a way for me to earn money? My age is 15, please tell. I seriously need to make money. Any way you can tell me. Well, at 15, you really shouldn't be working. You should kind of just be concentrating on your education. Not trying to be sound patronizing or anything, but honestly, you're going to be working for the rest of your life, so just enjoy being young, enjoy being carefree. Before you know it, once you've got your qualifications, once you're in work, you can get everything you've ever wanted, so don't worry about it, don't rush it, it'll all come in time, mate. That's all I can say. Like me, I'm pretty much working every day. I don't particularly like going to work every day, but it's just something you have to do. Like, it's my responsibility. So I've got an apartment to pay for, I've got food to put on the table, I've got the lights to keep on, I've got my own. You just basically got to look after yourself, you know what I mean? So it's about part of being an adult, so don't rush it. You'll have more work than you can even handle before you know it. Where am I? I'm stuck down here. I better get back up. All these guys just gang up on me. Switch back to this. I'm not even sure which way I'm meant to be going. These guys are crazy though. I think I'm meant to be going this way, possibly. Donkey 42 says, gaming PC over girls. Depends on the girl. They would, and Saad says, life seems hard for you. Wonder what will happen when you actually get married. If I actually get married. You know, I don't really think marriage makes too much sense in this day and age. I mean, I think it's just best to have a solid relationship with someone you trust. And at least if things go wrong, you don't lose half of everything. You know what I mean? You don't have to have all of these ugly battles in court over the kids and things like that. So, look, I'm not trying to say marriage doesn't have value. I just don't think men get the best deal out of it. That's all. So, you know, it's a risk, isn't it? It's a risk in life. So, I think back in the day when the values were a bit stronger, I think marriage lasted longer. People were willing to work things out. Now it's just like, fuck it, we're arguing, let's break up, let's get divorced, and people move on. But you know what I mean, so that's my opinion on it. But anyway, let's try and keep it gaming, guys. You guys are trying to talk about life and things in general, like let's try and keep it gaming. This is a gaming channel after all, because we can just start talking about anything and don't want to offend anyone. Donkey 42 says, I'm pretty introverted anyway, so I don't care for a relationship. I love games much more. Stay young, man. Stay young at heart, man. Stay carefree. It's not a bad way to live. Tech with Sean says, my wife likes Skyrim. Your wife's awesome, man. Hey, if you get a girl that loves gaming as much as you do, then I can see why you got married, man. That sounds like a recipe for success to me. Got a few guys down here. These berserker guys with the fire on them, they're the ones you gotta watch out for, because they can really do some serious damage. Let's jump over here. Oh, damn it. Half the time I don't even know where I'm going, because these tunnels. Make sure no one gets behind me. Come on then, let's see what you got. Man, there's just endless amounts of these little minions. How many of these do I have to kill? Okay, I think the area is clear now. Stock up on some ammo. Let's just refill my health a little bit. This guy sent me on this suicide mission pretty much on my own, but I guess rangers in this game are expected to do the unthinkable, so don't want to disappoint everyone. Try and grab as much ammo as possible, because I know I'm probably going to get into a big fight sooner or later. Alec says, well, I should go get some rest. Good luck to you guys. Thanks for watching, Alec. See you in the next stream, possibly. Okay, how do I get past this bit? These guys are annoying. Okay, here's the door. Damn. I was pretty disappointed that this game doesn't have a HDR mode. Whoa. Damn, that explosion's serious. I'll keep these guys away from me. These are the guys that can kill me. Whoa, there's another explosion coming. Try and keep my eyes open for threats. Experience says, how much is your core clock not? How is your core clock not fluctuating so much? That's because I'm using a custom BIOS. Do you see the Galax BIOS I was mentioning? When you've got good cooling and you're using that BIOS, then your core clock doesn't fluctuate, pretty much just stays in place. That's why I'm using it. And you just gotta have the good cooling solution as well. As you can see, my card is at 51 degrees, and that's very, very good for a card at 4K under load, overclocked, of course. K Quistas Rakopoulos. Akoupalos? That sounds so Greek. It says, good day, sir. Good day to
I
you.
reached the turbine. Like you said, it's gummed up with some nasty mutant goo.
Yeah, you made it all the way down to Muty Central and you're still standing. Outstanding work, Ranger. Now you just need to find the lid and crack it open. And you can flush it out.
Okay, so I've got to reset something. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's just open up all the crates.
Oh, hell.
Okay, got another boss to fight. Let's get rid of that armor to begin with. Alright, took it out.
Ranger, there are 2 switches in total. You gotta flip them both.
Where's the other switch then? It looks like he's up there somewhere. I wonder how I get up there. I'm sure I'll find a way. It's not through here. Maybe I gotta get up here somewhere. Wondering how I'm gonna do that. Maybe if I jump on here. That's it.
One down, one to go.
Here's the last one. That should do it.
Okay, it's starting to unclog. What now?
Once it's all flushed, you close the lid. That'll reboot the turbine.
Okay, so I gotta go and plug this. Close this lid. Okay. All done. I'm thinking we should get out of here.
Hey, we got power. Can't believe you made it. Those were some tough muties, Ranger. You cut through them like butter.
I did, but now I want to get the hell out because this place stinks worse than a grunt barrack septo tank.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard. There's an old service elevator down there. It leads directly into my armory.
Okay, so there it is. Okay, so now I'm pretty much just gonna escape with my life. I'm not gonna run, so I'm just gonna kill these guys first. Pretty much all of them taken care of. So there's this service elevator I need to take.
Project Dagger. Now that's one for the books. It was me, Doc Cavassier, Lusum Hagar, and your own Sergeant Prowley. You do know Sergeant Prowley.
She raised me, made me into the killing machine I am today.
I figured. You have that, extra something about you. Like you've been trained by the meanest and the best.
She didn't make it. She was killed in the attack.
I'm sorry to hear. That explains why you're here, I guess. Filling in for Prowley.
Whatever it takes to crush the authority.
Amen. By the way, what's your handle?
Call me Walker.
Walker it is.
Okay guys, so that was...
Ranger Walker. There you are. This is my armory, my base of operations. From here, I'll be able to start working on Project Dagger. Now, with the juice flowing freely again, there are a few more projects I could use some help with.
I bet there is.
Walker, these projects come with benefits for you too. While I'm setting up Dagger, you might as well get beefed up for the grand goddamn cataclysm. Don't know if you know, but Project Dagger involves you driving a jury-rigged tank into Authority headquarters alone and manually distributing a nanotrite murder Mickey into the Grand Ghoul himself, General Cross.
Sounds like fun. Guess I better get busy then.
Guess you better. I'll reach you on the comm box when I need you.
Okay guys, so that was a look at Rage 2. I'm gonna have to end the stream now because I've gotta basically get some sleep. I've got work tomorrow and I've had a long day. But it was good to just play the game really and live stream. I haven't live streamed for ages. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.